What's up, crawlers? It's Crawler Baller. I'm doing a video today because I just picked up this Axial AX24. And I apologize for my voice. Man, I got food poisoning the other day and threw up for like a day. It was awful, and my voice is just smashed. But I gotta do this video because when I heard this was coming out, I got so excited. And I'm sure a lot of you guys did too. So without any further ado, this is actually my first run driving this car. So this is gonna be an initial reaction. When I first saw this was coming out, I don't really know anything about the OG one that was a 10 scale. I wasn't in the hobby at that point, but I was really happy to see that it was pretty much an SCX24. There's a couple different, obviously there's a few different differences in the chassis and the suspension from the SCX24, but I think there's going to be a lot of overlap. You're obviously able to use like the same servos, and I think it has the exact same front axle and rear axle as the SCX24 axle, so you're going to be able to do all kinds of upgrades to this thing. I'm excited about that. I thought I would do it as a stock run this time, just to kind of, oh Jesus, oh my God, let's just fix that. There we go. Yeah, so my initial reaction, I'll tell you, when I started running this thing, wasn't unlike when I started running an SCX24, box stock. There definitely are times where I can feel the steering not really doing, what I'm telling it to do, because, the links are weak or the servo's not really, strong enough. Ooh, there we go. Wait, hold on. Let's try to slow crawl that a little. I guess medium slow crawl, bump up. Not too bad. So I don't want to talk too much shit about this. I wish it was a little bit more sturdy. That's what I would say. But to be honest, it is crushing these lines like a lot of my other modified rigs can't do. So I think with a couple of little upgrades, definitely with the steering links and the servos, I think this rig is going to be fantastic. And as far as the top heaviness that people have talked about, I noticed that. But I think that would be really, really easily fixed with just some weighted wheels. You know what I mean? I was in the hobby shop buying this today, and they had already a lot of aftermarket parts. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. I know I saw everything was gold, so I don't know what metal that is, but there was a upgraded servo mounts or servo trays, and lots of different combinations of wheel weights and stuff like that. So I think if you're gonna do an upgrade on this first, definitely add a little bit of weight to the bottom, but know that any weight that you give it, you're gonna need to give it a little more stability in the steering situation, because it's already kind of on the struggle bus, and these wheels and tires are light as hell. So just keep that in mind. Another thing I think that would benefit this rig would be, excuse me, would be, GD, what the H are those things called? Limiting straps. Hello. Yes, limiting straps. Because, yes, this has a ton of flex out of the box, which is great. And I think that the long travel shocks on this rig are fantastic. Even the placement on the chassis, I think, is great. But I think that if this rig would unload a little less on up hills. Like right now, that front suspension's fully unloaded, and that's not necessary at all. But overall, obviously, I want to be, honest about this rig. It's not perfect, but it's pretty dang good. And I think that the options to make this really fantastic are pretty clear. So let's try this. Oh, geez. On this obstacle here, that top flat rock, I'm able to move it back and forth, and I did move it a little closer to make it a little bit more vertical. I was hoping that this would make it, but like I was saying, with some limiting straps, I think that front suspension wouldn't unload so much, and I might be able to make it up this, but I don't think I'm going to today. But let's see. I'm kidding. I filmed this 3 hours ago. It's not gonna make it. But still worth a try, I guess. Yeah, no. See if we can slow crawl up this last bit. There we go. So we're gonna use this 4-wheel steer, get around this camera guy, and let's see how we do on tire grip. If we can just slow crawl up this without a bump up, that would be nice. Not gonna, there we go. Not too bad. We're gonna make our way over diff hanger. This obstacle is usually a nightmare for rigs, but looks like that was A-okay. This is a similar obstacle, which usually gives most of my rigs a pretty difficult time, but that was not too bad either. So, like I said, it's not perfect. I think that my expectations were a little higher, but now that I think about it, now that I'm driving it around, I think this is going to be a fantastic competitor. And what I really love is even though the chassis is, obviously it's not the C-channel, whatever, I don't know what this is called, it's flat, but that's another upgrade I saw. They had a what the heck is that called? Carbon fiber chassis upgrade. Stock, or not stock, but from Axial, ready to go. So that could be fun. I can't believe I just made it over that obstacle so easily. I'm just yapping and wasn't even paying attention. Whatever. We made it. That was good. This obstacle usually gives a lot of people troubles just because of the clearance, but I think we're doing great. Let's take one more. Little V crack. That's usually a lot of trouble if you've got any weight on the rear end, because these rocks are not very grippy. But we made it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you again real soon. Peace.